How's it going, lads? Spider here. What's crack-a-lacking? Lads, I've been waiting. And when I say waiting, and regardless of what the thumbnail picture shows in the I loved Man of Steel. I adored Man of Steel. I thought Henry Cavill was a great Superman. I thought Snyder's Elseworld vision was brilliant. And I liked the way the DCEU was going, but in hindsight, saying that, as you can see, very Christmassy Superman me. I am a huge comic book and even Reeve fan, and I'm anything Superman really. You know, I'm not biased against most Superman products. I'm just delighted, or even your entities. I'm just delighted that we get the chance to see the dude on screen. With in all his forms, in all his gloriousness. But look, I'm dying to see this trailer. I watched the teaser for this. I didn't do a reaction to it. I just kind of like I couldn't avoid. I was trying to avoid it, and then it popped up, and I said I might as well just keep watching it. It's like 30 seconds long. But anyway, look, I in Ireland, we have the fantastical here in our stories and whatnot, but nothing's ever kind of grabbed me as much as a Superman story. I'm a huge fan. You can possibly see behind me, and to say as I said, I love the Zack Snyder stuff, and don't get me wrong, but as a Superman fan, I like seeing the hope in movies. I like seeing the color in movies and stuff like that. And I adored what Zack did with especially his version of the Justice League. Compared to that other heap of crap that was put out. So it's not that I'm biased with Superman or anything like that. I just like to see him. I like to see people tell his stories. I like to see him tell Batman stories. I like to see him tell the Trinity stories. I like to see him tell anything DC really related. I do like Marvel too. I appreciate all of it and all its entities. Again, I shall say that. But no bigger than Superstar, man. I didn't believe in much of anything growing up, but the one thing I did believe in is the morals that Superman stood for and stuff like that. And it got me through life thinking that way, and it's not a bad way to think, to be honest with you. So, anyway, let's try and get into this. The premieres just happened. 4 minutes earlier, by the way. Thank you very much for kind of just throwing that on us. So when I was prepared to go on the dot 2 p.m. here in Ireland, I walk in and the trailer's already finished. So I'm kind of like, what? I was making a coffee. Anyway, it just means we get to see it in all its 4K glory now. All right, guys. So look, we'll watch it together here. And you guys tell me what you think of it in the comments. I'll always get back to everybody. So yeah, let's have a look. There's a timer. I think we can skip ahead to this. We'll still build. Sounds like it's going to build some tension. Let's go. Oh. That's I kind of want to let the timer go because I'm just so excited about this movie. I'm so excited about what I've seen so far in the images. And I told a lot of guys out there that that suit that you've seen in those behind the scenes shots are going to be done post-production. And you can see some of the actual suit with its, with the symbolism and all that going through. It all looks phenomenal. The texture. This is getting louder. Or am I just getting louder? There we go. What the hell was that? Oh, soups. Oh, wow. Oh, guitar riff. Is that the Kent Farm? Is he whistling? Is that Crypto? Is that gonna show him, is it? Oh.
Home.
Oh, it did?
Take me home.
Lex.
Superman.
Why did I hit him? Mr. Terrific. That was freaking awesome. Let me go back to this again. Oh my god. It does look a bit bungling, doesn't he? She looks good as Lois Lane. And she's Irish. I wonder if they're going to kind of like, there's a Kent Farm, but they kind of really poor out. This is cool as hell, dude. Has he like, has Krypton not learned to fly?
Crypto.
Is he getting him up?
Take
Or
me
is he?
home.
Or did I not see that? Yeah, I didn't see him moving. I don't know whether he drags him the whole way home or not. Look at Lex, dude.
Superman.
Stag. I'm thinking that big creature thing is going to be what? Was that Brainiac? Wow. Holy crap. That was awesome. Right? Am I right? Because you're getting, it's a new universe. You're getting into this new feeling of what, you know, what you want to get your head around. You're so used to the DCU for a long time. And, you know, and Reeve to Roth. After that, you just can't get your head around it. I'm gonna kind of slow it down in parts and have a quick look at it. So we're in the Arctic. And he hits the deck, but what knocks him down? just kind of looking, getting the gauge of the suit, and it's tighter on the top. It still looks slightly baggy in the shorts area, but as you know, fair use to David Cornsweet, you know, he's the one that chose to keep the red trunks, um, due to the fact that he said that he's a scary guy that the earth has, the people of Earth have to deal with, and you know, to not look so scary with all those powers, he pretty much made himself look like a wrestler, just to kind of, you know, appeal to especially the younger people out there that would be, you know, really scared of a guy like this kind of flying around the place and lifting planets above his head, you know. So yeah, it's really cool. It's a bit touching. It's a good. It makes complete sense, in that way. I think the suit will develop as it goes along through the movies. Yeah, it definitely will. But I'm just saying, I'm just thinking, you know, what would they? What we when I seen the shot with the S on the back from the teaser trailer, which wasn't in this, by the way. So in the teaser of the teaser, so that shot of him over his shoulder with the S and something part. I thought they were going to show all those kind of parts in this trailer, but they haven't, which is good. So it's extra footage again on top of it. Yeah. Oh man, who has done that to him? And obviously, we got a bungling Clark, maybe moving scenes too far ahead. Yeah, there he is. Saying excuse me to people, looking a bit dishevelled and bungling. I like it. I like it. It looks more modern, you know. You can't go with the sleek back here because he's not in 1939 anymore. You know, he's got to kind of roll with the times. This is cool. He looks good. He looks nowhere near like a Superman as Clark, which is what you want. Look at this. He's back, spitting out the blood. He does look like Superman, guys, doesn't he? He really does. It's him. So showing two sides of him. Why is Lois looking at him like that? Does she kind of like know who he is there? It's just this look. Why would she give him this look? Does she know who he is? Like, you do see him kissing later, yeah, as Superman and Lois, but does she know who he is here? Like, she might be kind of like semi-dating Superman, but does she know that he's Clark? Because I always like the aspect of Clark being, having to keep his secret, because it was like one of his worst, one of the worst weights he held over himself, is that he had to keep the secret to keep his, the people close to him safe and his family is safe, so that nobody found out that he was Superman. It was always a big part of Superman for me. Always a big part of what he was about as a character, and it's great that he eventually went out and he opened up to Lois, and he opened up to everybody else that was close to him in his life. But that's one thing I kind of didn't like about Man of Steel, was that, you know, she knew straight away that he was Superman. Great, as a great reporter, you know, it shone her in a good way, I should say. But I never liked kind of giving away Superman's identity instantly in movies, or in TV shows. You know, it was probably one of the main things that made the Lois and Clark series in the 90s very special as well. You know, it was a bit corny and cheesy in comparison. This looks a bit more epic than that, but a bit more heartfelt. But anyway, yeah, let's move on. James, yeah, directors of the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. He's dead. I forget what the dude's name is again. He's a fantastic actor. Fantastic. I'm just gonna see, does his dad stay alive through this? As we all know, in the majority of Superman TV shows, bar Lois and Clark, you know, the father dies when Zeus pretty much reaches around 18 years of age. Or Clark reaches around 18 years of age before he goes to the fortress, and, you know, as most of us know, it's 12 to 13 years that he spends there kind of learning the ways of the world, and then kind of comes back with all this knowledge and, you know, ready to be Superman. So I like what they did with kind of Smallville, you know, leading him from like 15 up until, you know, in a different route they took. Instead of him going to the fortress fully at 18, you'd see how he fought against it. And that was pretty cool in Smallville. Um, but this, yeah, I don't know whether his dad stays alive uh, throughout this movie, but it's not a spoiler or anything. I mean, we all know that Jonathan Kent dies of a heart attack in multiple places. It happened to him in the new Superman and Lois TV series, which was great, by the way. So you should go check that out. And also the main movies, and in Smallville in season 5. Um, you know, John Schneider, who's probably one of the most beloved Pa Kents, if you want to call him that way, around, was brilliantly played by him, by the way. Like a stubborn, stick to your guns kind of dad. Too stubborn sometimes, but still loved his son a lot. Bit of hard as nails, but I loved the way Schneider played Jonathan Kent in that TV show. All the cast, I think, pretty much in that TV show were just phenomenally cast. Lex Luthor, as we know, so far, Rosenbaum was the best Lex Luthor in history for me. Just phenomenal the way he played him. Really, really great. And even in the Arrowverse, Lex Luthor, the guy from Two and a Half Men, forget his name right now, it'll pop into my head. But he did a great job with him as well. A bit more comic-y in his nature. I want to see if this looks like it's straight out from All-Star Superman type comics. Kind of bringing hope and despair all kind of roll into one. And it's not as I said, I'm a big fan of the Snyderverse. I'd like to see that get finished at some point in some time. But not at the cost of staying within canon of Superman. Because to me, the Snyderverse is an Elseworld type Superman. Kind of like what the Nolan trilogy was. It's more realistic in a more real world, less fantastical. Although he is, unbelievably fantastical in it. As a Superman character, with the strength, just with the destruction and all that kind of stuff. It's just more grounded in its own way. Whereas, you want a lot of Superman movies to be about hope and the character himself and the people around him a lot more, rather than being so alone all the time. Because Henry Cavill really did play a very lonely type of Superman at the start. But I could see where they were going on, and they were bringing colour into it. You could see at the end of Black Adam that there was more colour coming into the suit, and there was more grading. The grading was coming up. And I think that was the idea and the plan for Zack Snyder. I think he was bringing it from more of like a grey, kind of darker tone up into kind of more colour as you see it getting into Justice League and all of that. But you see the kind of the tones changing as it went up. So, eventually it would have gotten there. But no, this looks great so far. And we have... Oh, let's play it here a second. This summer, Krypto, man. It's the whistle for Krypto. And you just see him running. Like it's just a typical dog that's just like running at his owner. So happy to get there and see him. But this, you can just see his face in the dust. And when he gets there, hang on, can I get a shot? Because this moves 5 seconds, I think, at a time. Oh, let's move back a little bit. No, forward a little bit. Forward. There he is. Look at that. He looks cute, lad. He looks really cute. It's good. I just wonder if he's just going to be a bit of a bungle. It was just this is just phenomenal. Yeah, it's great to see Krypto finally on the big screen. Just trying to make out what's happening here in the imagery and what he's smashing through. It looks like it's from the pictures behind the scenes where Superman is bursting through all of those pressurized bottles. So that's a really cool shot to save the girl with that. Just goes to show you why he's there. He looks good as Lex, doesn't he? Holt, isn't it? He looks good. And he looks a bit maniacal. His pupils look really dark and enlarged as well. I don't know whether that's done post production, but you can see it there. He looks like he really doesn't care. Maybe somebody's trying to pull at his heartstrings, and he just doesn't care. And it's nice to see this kind of maniacal Lex Luthor, which is really good. And he looks the part. He looks really good. I don't know what's going on here. Why did they hate him? Why are they throwing a cup at him? And I moved this back slightly. So he's moving into the building. Yeah, what's this all about? What did he do? Why don't people like him? What did he do to upset them? This looks like the point where it's going to be, if you see the behind the set scenes photos, it's, I think Ultraman is carrying him out. But we're not carrying him out, but walking him up by his handcuffs. Anyway, looks really good. It's Hawk Girl. She does know who he is. He's in his shirt. That just because when I seen him kissing earlier, I remember being with Superman, but this shot shows me that she knows who he is. So all right, so that magic is gone. Yeah. Oh wow, that's a shot I didn't really spot watching the trailer, but he looks good. Man, he looks good. He's up in some sort of tower building. That looks great. Is that him fighting? What's her name? I forget the actress's name, but anyway. Wow. And it's a shot of him taking off up to the sky. Kisses Lois again. July 11th. Only in theaters for IMAX. Right, lads. I mean, that's the best I can react to it, just by kind of using YouTube here to kind of skip forward and back. But that is Superman for 2025. The trailer looks great. I'm happy with the tone. It's just a teaser, so it's not giving away much of anything. Just shows a couple of shots again. What looks like, the Brainiac kind of laser in the background, and yeah, that shot. That actually, where we're at it. Where was that shot of that guy? Script. Oh, is that him dragging him? Okay, so these parts I was kind of missing with the speed of it. It's just like quick shots. He is dragging him. He can't fly, Crypto. The tone of this movie is going to be the Crypto can't fly, and then he's going to do something amazing. Yeah, the end of it to be able to fly. Where is that guy? Great shot. Action looks good. Mr. Terrific looks fantastic. I have to go back to that. He looks great, doesn't he? I mean, that's as comic accurate as you can get from Mr. Terrific. Looks phenomenal. That's cool technology. Who are the soldiers? I just noticed Lois is in there with him as well. Who are the soldiers? Purple and green. There's a kiss scene. They're floating. What's that? I guess we had it. Oh, Superman. It looks like he's got long hair. What is that about? I'm taking off. I still didn't see the image of. Okay, so let me put it back here. It begins. Okay. Oh, here I'm getting a preview now on the screen, and I wasn't getting before. Still no preview. No. That's a good shot. That is a good shot. That's a shot of Lex. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Oh, it looks good as Lex. He really does. And it says Luthor Corp. So why doesn't it say LexCorp? Is his dad still alive? He's kept in a cage for some reason. Who's on the outside of him there? Flag goes up. I'm in my own world here, guys. I do apologize. But I mean, you're coming along for the ride with me. So, I'm trying to get that shot of what looked like Brainiac. Is that what they're going for? Soofs. Yes, we know this. Lovely, lovely people. You know, he's only saving your lives all the time. Just throw a cup of coffee at his head. He looks good as suit, man. He looks good. I can't harden him, man. He looks so weird, doesn't he? But I bet she's going to be badass. Hawk girl behind. That's class. Great shot of Hawk. Look at that. This could be the opening shot of the movie where they're talking about it being the graphics and all of that kind of, or the fight scene and all of that. They said it opens into a fight scene, according to the press. I'm thinking it could be this, just some creature or something that's come from a dimension or something, and Superman is just fighting him as he's just in the role, a year or two maybe. So let's see. So that's in the fire. Behind. What's happening here with Lois and him? Why are they just chatting about this? Maybe it's because he's just kind of slowed down. Maybe he was like with her and this thing appears and he's got to go and battle it. I wonder if it's like a final shot of the movie or something. Where we see all of this imagery of that big thing behind, and it doesn't happen. It just kind of leads us into. Is that Calix? Oh, he's upset, dude. Apologies. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. I'll see you guys soon. All right, thanks very much for watching. Appreciate it. Bye.